guys, girls and whatnot? I'm back again for another video. I'm going to try and upload two videos before I head overseas. Wish me luck. The second video, which isn't this one obviously, is going to focus on Fable Fortune, the card game. I just picked up the alpha. I'm really enjoying it, although I'm in not tutorial, but in practice. I'm got to get the hang of things before I can start competing with other people, simply because the last card game I used to play was Magic, which was earlier this year, so I can't complain. But I'm really looking forward to this. It'd be nice if you guys go to the Fable Fortune Kickstarter and put some money towards the game. I've done so myself. But that's another story to cover in the second video. Basically, this video is going to kind of be a reasonably short one. It's looking at two things. The first, I'll get it out of the way, is there is a chance that I may be moving to another YouTube channel that has not been created. I'm trying to get a bunch of mates and get us to collaborate on one channel. So I don't know, the ideal kind of way it works is, say I upload 2 days a week, someone else uploads 2 days a week, and it's like a schedule, and we play different games. Like my friend that most likely will join for now, he's been big into his FPSs online. He's just crazy at them. He once he starts playing, he just dominates, and I really hope he sticks with it. He needs to get a capture card, but yeah, whatever. And on top of that, we'll have a podcast, so it's kind of looking like Yogcast. I don't look at Yogcast at all, but I mean, just judging by the name, they're associated through a podcast and they use the same YouTube channel. But is it that they, I haven't checked, but it could be that they all play together at the same time. This would just be us doing our own separate things and then coming together in a podcast at the end. So yeah, with that out of the way, this kind of video wants to like focus on the rest of the video. So it wants to focus on Killer Instinct Season 3. That game is a lot of fun. I mean, if you haven't picked it up, go pick it up. I mean, it's free on Xbox One, so there's a free version, sorry. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but there certainly was, and there was a fighter in rotation. I would only pick it up for free if you were willing to pay for it, because you're not going to really enjoy the game if you're stuck with one character a week. It's just a nice way to get the feel of things, and you know, I gotta say, Season 3 has been pretty impressive. You know, we like in Season 2, there was a couple of references from Microsoft games, like TJ Combo had the military guy from Halo, I forget his name now, and with this one, of course, there are other references. These are in alternative costumes, to clarify. But in the third season, we saw Conker's alternative costume and a Jack of Blades alternative costume, which was great. But it gets better than that. I mean, we got Rash from Battletoads, Arbiter from Halo, and General Ram from Gears of War, which is great. I mean, they've pretty much already added the two major franchises, Microsoft franchises that could fit well in Killer Instinct. I think Minecraft is another huge one, and so is Forza, but none of them can produce a character, which is why I was going to add, and I think I might have mentioned this in the previous video, it would be great to see a stage, especially for Forza, because Minecraft's always been like, it's owned by Microsoft, but it's kind of just not strongly associated with it. It certainly has its associations with it, but like people don't go, oh, Minecraft is a Microsoft game, because it's on all these platforms, so it kind of loses that kind of, oh, it's a Microsoft first party game. And in fact, I think looking at the site, Mojang actually own the copyrights and everything, rather than Microsoft, who own the copyrights for Halo and Gears. But yeah, So yeah, just especially Forza, just have a racetrack in the background, make something cool. I don't know what's unique to Forza, maybe the arrows. You could see like in the top right corner something saying perfect drift, perfect turn, you know, just a funny thing, nice reference. Of course it can't be a map, if you would call it, or a racetrack. A racetrack's a better word. That is legitimate. Well, it could, but I think it'd be a bit pointless and it would cost a lot more. So just adding the Forza track, you know, and making it really unique. I think like Forza definitely deserve a map because it's really Halo, Gears and Forza, man. They're the ones at the forefront right now. So yeah, and of course the Minecraft one, I would not complain either, but once again I'm saying it's not strongly associated with Microsoft. It is to some though. But then we've got new characters. As I've said before, we've pretty much knocked off the two big Microsoft franchises. And I said this in a previous video, but I reckon an Age of Empires rep is, or representative as for Season 4 would be spectacular. It's, I guess, pretty well-known franchise, and back in the day it was one of the big ones, and that comes with Fable as well. Jack of Blades is always someone that most people request. He's a pretty cool guy, and I all mispronounce him, but Scythe. I think he's great. We've got I haven't played Lost Odyssey in ages, and I know the name starts with K, but that's another potential. But I think what we're most likely going to see is definitely a Sea of Thieves rep, since I think rare characters have a chance of getting priority since it was originally made by Rare, and Sea of Thieves makes sense knowing they want to push that title, and it looks fantastic. And I wouldn't mind seeing Recall, but I kind of forgot something in this video, and that was just my kind of reaction to Season 3 and all the characters. When I look at, firstly, the one that I dislike the most is definitely Gargos. I mean, it's cool he spawns minions as a shadow. They die pretty quickly. I just can't get the hang of him. I play only with my mates that come over, and we find that you know, like, well, at least I find you know, every night I'm like, alright, I'm going to try Gargos again. I really want to get the hang of this guy because he looks like he has potential, but I just can't come to grips with it. It just doesn't feel that natural. Then we have Rash. I don't play much of Rash, but my mates do. He's well liked. Seems like a good character. I should really touch him again because he looks really good. Of course, we've got Arbiter, another great one, and he's nice because he doesn't. If you've got a button masher as a friend, I feel like Arbiter does not reward that much. I might be wrong. I haven't played much of him either. Then we have on the other side General Rand, and we've only played him for a day, but he's pretty cool. I like him. His instinct's pretty interesting. But no, he's a really fun character. He seems like well done, well balanced. Well, at least when I'm versing amongst my crowd, he doesn't seem OP or too weak. He has potential. And then we have, oh god, I forget the I think she's Chinese lady. Only because I never play her and none of my mates really touch her, but I noticed that she has this attack that it almost feels like a combo, but it's just this, I think it's like the X button just being constantly tapped, and it's just a constant flow of that attack, like no breaks really, which is kind of a bit like Aghanos's Stomp. Sometimes it appears like it's going to be like a 20 hit combo, but it's really only like 2 hits, but little space in between. I'm not sure if that's still the case. And the final one is Thor. Not Thor. Oh my god. How can I not forget his name? I play when my mate comes over, he just plays him. well, you know what I'm talking about. If Tusk, yes, Tusk, and Kim was the other one. Tusk is. I'm not a fan of Tusk, man. I mean, we had this one friend that picks Tusk, and he's just a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder. You can say it like that, really. Like, you know, you'll be pulling out these combos and stuff and doing many hits. You'll get 2 hits in, and you know you've lost more health than him by a dramatic amount. He's just a one-hit wonder, and once you get the hang of him, he seems really hard to come against. But then again, you've worked out his weaknesses, and we're starting to do that, and we're using that against him, and that really causes trouble. But for the player that's you know has little knowledge of Tusk, it's going to be pretty hard, especially if the Tusk player is good, just simply because he just hits a lot. In one hit, he can do a lot of damage. So yeah, we got quite frustrated with that, but it was quite fun getting into the habit of actually getting close matches with him. He's just I mean, we needed a character like that, to be honest, and I do think the final Season 3 character is going to be a new character. I have no clue who or what it could be. I mean, ninjas, even astronauts, like sci-fi stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know, with the ninja thing, you've kind of got a Jagu and whatnot kind of covering that a bit. It's, I mean, the thing is, there's just millions and millions of ideas out there, so I'm not going to list a bunch because you could go on for, you know, days, really. So yeah, that's really all I've got for today. As I said, I'll be hopefully uploading another one anytime, sometime soon, just before I'm overseas. And once again, enjoy, and just remember, I'll probably post a video when we set up this new channel, but it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I'm really looking forward to it. And that'll be it for today. Enjoy.